Why your manifestations keep failing. The hidden block no one talks about. I've been trying to manifest for years. I do all the visualizing, affirmations, and gratitude practices, but nothing significant ever shows up. What am I doing wrong? Hello, you amazing human. I want to invite you to consider something that might completely shift how you approach manifestation. What if the very energy of trying to manifest is actually the thing that's keeping your desires at arm's length? You see, there's a hidden contradiction in most manifestation approaches that nobody talks about. When we're trying to manifest something, we're operating from the energy of lack, the very vibration that repels what we want. It's like trying to fill a cup while simultaneously poking holes in the bottom. Let me share something fascinating from quantum physics that explains why this happens. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that our personality, which is made up of how we think, act, and feel, creates our personal reality. But here's the kicker. If we're thinking the same thoughts, doing the same actions, and feeling the same emotions whilst trying to manifest, we're literally recreating the same reality over and over again. The issue isn't with your manifestation techniques. It's that you're using them from your old identity, the one that doesn't have what you want yet. It's like trying to drive to a new destination using an old sat-nav that only knows your current postcode. Abraham Hicks teaches us that manifestation isn't about getting something we don't have. It's about becoming vibrational matches to what already exists in the quantum field. But most people are trying to manifest from the vibration of wanting, which actually broadcasts, "I don't have this," to the universe. Here's where the science gets really interesting. Neuroscientist Dr. Tara Swartz's research on neuroplasticity shows that our brains are constantly pruning neural pathways we don't use while strengthening the ones we do. If you're constantly practicing the feeling of wanting something you don't have, you're literally strengthening the neural pathways of lack. But there's something even deeper happening here that I want you to consider. What if your manifestations aren't showing up because you're not actually ready to receive them? Not because you don't deserve them, you absolutely do, but because the version of you that wants them isn't the same version that would naturally have them. Think about it this way. The person who desperately wants financial abundance operates from scarcity consciousness. The person who naturally has financial abundance operates from overflow consciousness. These are two completely different energetic states, and you can't create from one whilst being in the other. Dr. Bruce Lipton's work on epigenetics reveals something profound. Our genes are constantly responding to our environment, and our beliefs about ourselves are part of that environment. When we're constantly focused on what we lack, we're literally signaling ourselves to create more experiences of lacking. Here's what I've observed working with thousands of people on their manifestation journeys. The ones who successfully manifest aren't the ones who do the most techniques. They're the ones who fall in love with who they're becoming in the process. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of visualizing having the perfect relationship whilst feeling lonely, what if you started cultivating the feelings of love, appreciation, and connection right now? Instead of affirming abundance whilst worrying about bills, what if you began appreciating the abundance that already exists in your life? The Heart Math Institute has discovered that when we're in heart coherence, a state of appreciation and genuine positive emotion, our electromagnetic field becomes more organized and powerful. This coherent energy field actually influences the quantum field around us in ways that support our desires. But here's the part that might challenge everything you think you know about manifestation. The universe isn't a cosmic vending machine responding to your orders. It's an intelligent living system that responds to your being, not your wanting. Abraham tells us that the universe is always saying yes to who we're being. If you're being someone who's trying to get something, the universe says yes to more trying. If you're being someone who naturally has what you desire, the universe says yes to that reality. This is why gratitude practices work so powerfully when they're genuine. True gratitude puts us in the vibration of having, of receiving, of being blessed. But forced gratitude, the kind where you're trying to trick the universe, actually creates more resistance. Dr. Carolyn Leaf's research on neuroplasticity shows that it takes consistent practice over time to build new neural networks. This means that shifting from wanting consciousness to having consciousness isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice of choosing new thoughts, feelings, and actions. Here's a revolutionary approach I want you to try. Instead of focusing on manifesting specific things, focus on manifesting the feelings you think those things will give you. Want more money? Start cultivating feelings of security, freedom, and generosity now. Want a loving relationship? Start being loving to yourself and others now. The quantum field responds to frequency, not to specifics. When you're genuinely embodying the energy signature of what you desire, the universe has infinite ways to deliver experiences that match that frequency. But there's something even more profound happening here. What if your desires aren't actually about getting something external? What if they're about remembering who you truly are? Every desire is actually your soul calling you to expand into a greater version of yourself. This is why some of your most important manifestations might look different from what you originally wanted. The universe is always giving you what will serve your highest growth, even when it doesn't match your mental picture. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research on elevated emotions shows that when we can generate feelings of gratitude, joy, and love without needing external reasons, we literally become supernatural. We start operating from the quantum field rather than just the physical realm. Here's a practice that transforms everything. Every morning, before you get caught up in what you want to manifest, spend time falling in love with your life, exactly as it is right now. Find genuine appreciation for where you are, who you are, and what you already have. This isn't about settling or giving up on your dreams. It's about becoming someone who's so fulfilled in the present moment that your manifestations become bonuses rather than necessities. And paradoxically, this is exactly the energy that allows them to flow to you effortlessly. Remember, you magnificent being, you're not trying to get the universe to give you something. You're remembering that you and the universe are one, and everything you desire already exists within the infinite field of possibility. Stop trying to manifest and start being the person who naturally lives the life you desire. The universe has been waiting for you to remember this truth all along. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonates, drop a comment with any epiphanies. These videos are made as a guide to help you reconnect with knowledge kept within you. Take what resonates within you and release the rest. Follow the page for more content. Buy my 100 Messages from the Universe book or sign up for the Patreon for the opportunity to ask more personal questions and also hear longer form answers to all the biggest questions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep shining your light.